consider your overarching goals, vision, and also belief. And the higher up you go on this rank order, the more of a complete and good decision you will make. And this is what I mean. If you feel very conflicted between two decisions, between two choices, A and B, let's say working at the company versus starting a business, ask yourself, what is your belief about this life? What are the values that you hold dear to your heart? And that could be, for example, that you are someone who wants to produce a service that can make the world a better place. Let's just say it's a financial app that helps people to save money or manage their budget or whatever. So if this is your belief, if this is a value that you hold very dear to your heart, then no matter what the smaller concerns and the challenges are, the obstacles, the fears, the worries are, you will always go for this option B. Because what orients you is not the short-term difficulties, but what orients you is your higher belief. So if you have this higher belief system, then it will be much easier to make a decision. Because otherwise, if you do not have this very clear in your mind, you will kind of be behaving opportunistically between these two options. You will always be going back and forth between A and B, because you're thinking, okay, A is kind of nice because of this and this, but then again, B, this is kind of fun, but A might be challenging as well. It might provide me the opportunity to learn more skills, but on the other hand, B, and so on and so on. So it's kind of like you have these two voices in your mind that are chattering back and forth, and each trying to make their point, like who's right, like which is better, right? And in that kind of situation, you have to bring it to a higher judge in a way. And this higher judge is your belief system, your value system, what is truly important to you in your life in general, in the long term. But in case you do not know this yet, I mean, this is definitely something that you need to figure out if you want to have a fulfilling and meaningful career. You need to have a general belief system, a value system for your life that you hold clearly in your mind and in your heart. But if you do not have this yet, don't worry. We can go a few steps lower than that, which is you can look at your vision and also at your goal. The ideal way to do it is, of course, that you start from your beliefs, from your values, and from there you derive your vision and your goals, etc. But that is not always possible, because maybe you just haven't found it yet, you just haven't decided yet. So let's just make it simpler and start with your goals. What is your goal for the next 10 years? What kind of life do you want to have in the next 10 years? What kind of career do you ideally want to have? And in order to know that, you need to take the time and just allow yourself to dream a bit. You need to make use of your imagination and think of how different your life could be if you could just start from scratch and paint on your canvas what your ideal career would look like. And let's say you start drawing, you start exploring, and then you find out, oh, the kind of life that I want to have is one where I have autonomy, where I'm flexible, where I can just take a break in the middle of the day to get a coffee, or maybe where I can strategize and decide about what kind of services it is that I want to produce, what kind of products it is that I want to offer to my customers. And on the other hand, you ask yourself, how about the dream of sitting in a corporate cubicle and having a boss that you need to report to 3 times a week and prepare some Excel spreadsheets and PowerPoint presentations for? Is that in the cards for you? And perhaps the answer is yes. I don't know. I mean, it's different for everyone, right? But if the answer is no, like if you drew your ideal picture and you don't see it there, but what you see is your future as a self-employed business owner, then the decision will be very easy. Of course, you go for that. And if you combine it with the aspect that I shared with you earlier about which one provides enough meaning, then ask yourself, if having a business, being able to make decisions about what you want to produce is something that provides you meaning, then you will have such a strong decision.